Have you ever wondered how the world came to be as we know it today? Let's journey back to the dawn of civilization, around 10,000 years before the Common Era. The stage was set in the Fertile Crescent, a lush, river-fed region which cradled the first spark of human progression, the invention of agriculture. This pivotal moment allowed our ancestors to shift from nomadic lifestyles to settled societies. As the seeds of civilization sprouted, the first city-states began to take root in Mesopotamia. Our ancestors learned to harness the power of collective living, leading to advancements in societal structures, trade, and governance. But perhaps the most profound of these developments was the birth of writing, forever changing the course of human communication and record-keeping. Around the same period, other ancient civilizations were emerging. The pyramids of Egypt rose against the horizon, while the Indus Valley thrived with sophisticated urban planning and architecture. Thus began the journey of mankind, from scattered tribes to organized civilizations. As civilizations grew, so did their ambitions, leading to the rise of empires. The Persian Empire, for instance, emerged as an epicenter of culture and military might, its influence stretching from Egypt to India. In the east, the Maurya Empire unified much of the Indian subcontinent, while the Han dynasty held sway over China, ushering in a golden age of innovation and trade. The Mediterranean bore witness to the Punic Wars, a series of conflicts that eventually saw the ascendance of Rome. The Roman Empire, with its advanced infrastructure and legal system, would become a blueprint for future civilizations. During this era, religions like Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam took root and spread, shaping societies and influencing the course of history. These faiths, born from the crucibles of empires, would go on to transcend borders, just as the empires themselves did. With the rise and fall of these empires, the world map was redrawn and the foundations of modern nations were laid. But the world was much larger than what was known to these ancient civilizations. Indeed, the age of discovery beckoned, and courageous explorers like Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama sailed into uncharted waters, expanding the known world and shaking the foundations of our understanding. As these explorers pushed boundaries back on land, the Renaissance was in full swing. This period saw a resurgence of interest in classical knowledge, birthing groundbreaking advancements in art, literature, and science. It was a time of rebirth, a time of new beginnings. The Renaissance, in turn, paved the way for the Enlightenment. This era was characterized by the rejection of traditional social, religious, and political ideas and the embrace of rational thought. It was a time of intellectual exchange, of questioning, and of progress. The Industrial Revolution followed closely, transforming societies with the advent of machinery and mass production. It was a time of tremendous change, redefining the way we work and live. This era of discovery, innovation, and enlightenment led to the world as we know it today. The past century has been a time of rapid change and unprecedented challenges. A world twice plunged into the throes of war, saw the emergence of new global powers and a reshaping of international politics. The first half of the 20th century bore witness to the cataclysmic world wars, their aftermath spearheading a seismic shift in power dynamics. The ashes of these wars gave rise to the Cold War era, a time of simmering tensions and ideological clashes between the newly crowned superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. This was a chess game played on a global scale, each move shaping the world as we know it. Fast forward to the dawn of the 21st century, a time where technological advancements have become the driving force of our society. From the advent of the internet to the development of artificial intelligence, these technologies have transformed how we live, work, and connect with each other. As we stand on the brink of new discoveries and challenges, we look back at our journey through time and wonder, what's next for civilization?